Yo, what's going on, guys? Aspect Gaming back once again in GTNH, and today is Blood Magic Day. Before we get there, though, I programmed some more recipes into this, including the field generator, the sensor emitter, and I think these are all down here already. So I went and added the recipes for these as well. Not a whole lot going on there to program them, and we were able to request a whole bunch of things. That's one thing I want to do right now. I programmed in everything I need for the imprecise casings for the precise auto assembler. So let's go ahead and request 79 of these. This is going to take a long time, so we're going to multitask. Oh, another thing that I did, I switched over to the advanced SMDs. Let's take a look at those recipes. So I was waiting for a lot of crafts overnight, basically, and I realized that if I start crafting these, it'll increase the speed at which my circuits are crafting. It'll double the speed. So the main costs for these, like platinum, that's fine. Tungsten steel, we're fine. Graphene, that's all right, I guess. And they'll use PBI. The diodes need niobium titanium, indium gallium. That kind of hurts a lot right now, but I do have a way to fix that relatively soon with bees. That's probably gonna be a couple episodes because I want to do blood magic before bees, but that's okay. We will get by for now. I gotta go mine more sphalerite. That's all that means. So this next one, the transistors need vanadium gallium. That's free. HSG, that's pretty free. Tungsten steel, whatever. PBI foils, HSS, and then tungsten steel. Yeah, they're all easy, except for like that one needs indium. The inductors, these are used kind of rarely right now for me, but they take samarium rings. That's fine. HSSE, that's fine, whatever. So we're kind of chilling. None of this was that expensive, and it speeds us up by a lot. And actually, it's helpful because I don't need as much tantalum as I used to. Because my tantalum is like relatively infinite now, but it's not like easily infinite. So I was using barium dust to get 3 vinculum, and I don't want to use it all because I need it for indium barium cuprate. But that's that. And I had a whole bunch more machines over here, some new ones. So I finished up the electromagnet. I think I did that last time, I don't remember. And then the Zingen. The Zingen is a alloy smelter. I haven't noticed how much faster it is yet, but it should help us out quite a bit whenever we need these big recipes. Move this over. I put all the hatches on the left side for now just because I figured out that the uncolored cable lets you split the channel so you don't like go over with stuff like this. I shouldn't show you the AE2 cables because it's like brain exploding levels of color. But yeah, a couple more machines left to move over. Not much left, and then we'll clean that up and make it look pretty. I'll probably leave these guys over here for now and just slowly rebuild stuff with higher tiers when I have to. Because I kind of have found a way to make this wrap around back into the old areas of the base. And I think it's pretty nice, actually. So yeah. Oh, and then over here, I'm experimenting with some like more little dividers for the rooms. So we just have these kind of columns going across. I'll probably make this thicker, and then it'll probably look better than just the one. This is off by a block, don't worry about it. But we're experimenting. We're trying to make it look better. One last update. I made the LUV assembly machine here. I have circuit 9 and 6 in here, as we can see. And the reasoning is it's doing my advanced SMDs and superconductors and just other miscellaneous recipes like the imprecise casings. And yeah, this thing's putting in work for me right now. Hopefully we can get rid of that pretty soon because we're making that multi-block assembler in the background. And then I have an LUV circuit assembler in here. It's only doing nanos right now because I unlocked the upgraded nanoprocessor recipe, so I just programmed it in. Let's take a look at that. Yes, this one. Oh yeah, this is also annoying too. I'm burning indium right now. It's kind of a problem because I'm using a lot of indalloy and stuff. So we need to resolve that problem soon. I know that indium is kind of like a classic problem for this stage in the game, so I want to solve it. I want to solve it really big later on. Okay, now for the task at hand. So this is going to be where blood magic is going to go. We just cut out a hole in the wall here, and we're going to build a new area over here. It's going to be pretty large, actually. And then if you can imagine, the meteor is going to go over there most likely to fit with the ore processing area, which I need to rework that as well. But anyways, to get started with blood magic, it's pretty easy. It's kind of just thumb crafting. You need to go to the blood magic tab and do a ton of research. So I got most of them done. I'm waiting to finish these last couple blood orbs because they have pretty high warp levels associated with them. So I'm going to let my warp start to fade away because of my warp talisman. So at some point we'll finish that, but it's going to take me a while to get this set up and the room built anyways. So what's actually kind of cool is the altar. First off, the altar is pretty easy to make. You just need to do a little bit of witchery and Thaumcraft, have some Ender IO infrastructure, It's probably easier said than done, especially for people that hate Magic. But they actually have the altar in the multi-block preview now, which is kind of goated. So the tier 6 altar, I never got a tier 6 altar before, but I could pretty much rush this at this point. I need to unlock that. I'm not sure what goes in the crystal cluster, but the blood-soaked Icorium is not that bad at all. Like, I can make a lot of Icorium. It's just kind of slow. But regardless, I don't want you to imagine one altar. I'm going to wall share 4 altars together, if that makes sense. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and like a little cross pattern, like a little square. If you do it diagonally like this, a little square. And at some point it will come together and I'll have my evil genius moment where it works beautifully. Because you don't just want one altar, especially if you're going big on blood magic. You want to have at least 2, and then 4 is what I'm going to go for, because I want the crafts to be parallel, because it takes a long time for this stuff to soak. And you can also world accelerate all of them at once, and it'll be really convenient. So I'm going to come up with a design for a new room. Maybe I'll use some different blocks because it's blood magic themed. Maybe we'll look for some red blocks. Let me take a look at what I got. The Great Wood will probably go great with it because it kind of has a reddish color in me already. So we can start with that, and I'll look for the palette. Okay, the room is pretty much done. There's some things I don't like about it. I want to find a way to incorporate some lighting into here. I really like this block here, the redstone skulls block. I found it, and it's just like, it was kind of hilarious to me. Like, it's so on point and like strange. I just had to use it. So that's kind of the highlight block for this area. Some stuff could change too, like the roof and this like gray block. I was out of time. I was getting bored. Also the floor. This block looks so blurry to me. I don't know why. But it's like almost what I want, so we're just going to go with it for now. So I'm trying to remember how to do all this. To get the blank slates, you soak the arcane slates in blood. But to get these, you need life essence and a cutting machine. And this is like draining so slowly right now. I think it seems to be rate limited by the altar itself, because I made this melodic ender fluid conduit as well to try to take the essence out of it faster, but it did not work. So I don't know. Maybe if I world accelerate it, it'll be better. I'll see that in a minute, because I ordered one of those right now. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna put in the arcane slates here, and now that'll be cut into that with that recipe. And I'm gonna be able to request these. I guess I can do like, how many do I need for the basic 8 basic runes? 16 it looks like. Oh, I need concrete? You're killing me. Okay, whatever, it's fine. So my strategy now is try to make it as far as I can. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, it's so good. So this was going quite slowly. Now with the world accelerator, we're super fast. Okay, yeah, but I've run out of being able to eat god apples. I'm trying to let my hunger go down. I say that as I have my healing axe out. I want my hunger to go down so I can eat more god apples, because I can't get regen anymore, so now I'm just kind of waiting around. While we're waiting to heal, though, we can upgrade the blood orbs. Let's do that real quick. So you take your raw orb, you need to upgrade that to a weak orb with your blank slates. Totally forgot about that, but it's okay. Now we can take this guy and put it in the blood altar, and it will evolve at some point into the next tier. I just gotta wait for my health to come back. This is annoying. What's like a good way to get rid of my hunger? Can I eat rotten flesh, maybe? I have a lot of this. No, I can't eat it until my hunger's low enough already. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to try to lower my hunger as best I can. I'm going to start eating rotten flesh to reset. Rotten flesh and berries, I guess. Yeah, that works. And then we'll eat more golden apples. I could cycle in regular golden apples as well. The regen is weaker, but yeah, that'll be good to help as well. Oh yeah, I remembered something good. If you hit mobs with your healing axe, it actually takes away your hunger. So now we can reset our hunger bars. We can start eating the god apples again to make this go much, much faster. Alright, it's time for the blood runes. My very first ones. And I gotta go run over here and put my blood orb in here. And then it should just go. Yep, looks like it's running. So this will let me upgrade my altar to tier 2, I believe. And then we could actually make this dagger of sacrifice. And this is going to make my life a lot easier, because I don't need to hurt myself anymore. Next up, we can make our apprentice orb easy enough. Very simple recipe. And how much LP does this take? 10,000. Okay, that's not bad at all. So I've also set up a little bit of a system over here for getting villagers over here. It's turned off right now. But yeah, the villagers, they're guards from witchery. I picked them just because these guys have a higher health pool and therefore give you more LP. So yeah, there we go. We can make our blood orb now. And yeah, every guy that I kill is 4,000 blood, which is pretty good. I've done a ton of manual crafting. I went and brought back my voiding drop filter. I used to use this just for mining back in like the early days, but now I've filled it with a whole bunch of stuff to make it easier to farm these villagers, just to help me not fill my inventory. And the next thing I'm going to do is the alchemic chemistry set. So I built this guy, pretty easy to do, simple infusion. With my robust infusion setup, there was no problem. And now we have an ME interface to push in items. And I'm going to see how this works. I don't know if it'll work properly. Let's try to request some terrae. Let's say 10. And it's like a whole bunch of random junk to get to this, which is interesting. So like you need sugar, biochaff to get to mulch, basaltic and granitic mineral sands. Like set aside a little bit of that. I was lucky that I had some of my old base. The arcane slates are stuck because I don't have enough blood. So we'll turn this back on. Yeah, we'll see if this works. If I can automate this as easily as I think I can, it'll be a big help. And I think that the blood orb actually tiers what recipes you can do. So we'll see if we can do them with that, a blood orb. It's easy to make more of them, so it's not a big deal. By the way, this is the general workflow. I sit right here. I put in 8 slates at a time, and right now it just crafts them 8 at a time because my altar is pretty weak. And then it pulls it out with my automatic item conduits that are filtered to insert the arcane slates and pull out the blank slates. And this shouldn't take that long, to be honest. With this good of a setup, especially with World Accelerator, this is not bad at all. It'll probably be like another hour, and I'll be able to get an EEC going. This is something I didn't know. So in the tier 3 runes in the quest book, there's the Rune of Dislocation. This guy will help you pull blood out of your altar much faster for use in the cutting machine. So definitely make some of these. And the capacity runes are really helpful as well. So we're going to make some of those as well, probably. So I'll program these recipes into my systems, it looks like. Ooh, that one's super easy. That's good. Okay, never mind. That's a little bit annoying, but whatever. My main goal right now is to get these ritual stones on autocraft. And right now I can make a whole bunch of them. The quest calls for 24. So we're going to try making 24 and see how it goes. I want to babysit the altar just to make sure that this is able to withstand it. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it then. I can give this an acceleration card probably to speed it up. I had to troubleshoot this a little because it wasn't working. You can only pull items from the bottom of the alchemic chemistry set. So send your items on the side. I actually turned blocking mode off, so it'll just set all the items at once. There was no problem with that, with the blood orb in there. And then it just goes. By the way, guys, in the top left corner, my custom in-game XML info, I have this set up to show me my blood in my, like, what do they call it? Soul network. You can do this too pretty easily. You just got to edit a config. And it's on the GTNH wiki how to do it. It's like you need to just change the in-game XML. There's an XML file which has all the different things on it that you can set up on it. And if you just edit that, you can have that display the amount of blood in your like blood network or whatever they call it. I forget. I think it's a soul network. But yeah, it's coming in clutch because now I can tell if I'm running low or if something's going wrong. But yeah, now I'm gonna re-request my craft and see if it works. It made all of them. Trust me. So let's try to request 24 ritual stones. And we will babysit. Oh, it's going already. Okay, I wish it was a little bit faster. Okay, no, that one was pretty good. Yeah, this is good. This is doing well. I'm proud of this. It probably could be a little bit quicker. It seems like the export bus method is not the ideal way, because you can see that the items are lingering for a moment, even with 2 acceleration cards. Regardless, I'm proud of this. This thing kind of works really well. This is perfect. It might not be perfect for, like, ridiculous compressed solars, but I don't think I care about that right now. Alright, so I'm just thinking ahead. The tier 5 altar is, like, not that bad to craft. The tier 6 altar is crazy to craft, so we're gonna assume we're going with tier 5s for like for a very extended duration of time, because it's going to be a while until I can craft that much Icorium, because my Thaumcraft's not up to speed, but it will be up to speed once I can do blood magic, because I will get bees later on. So we're going to stick with tier 5 altars. I'm probably going to make 2 of them right now. I need to research the beacon. I don't think that should be too bad though. And one of the main things you need to do is you need these blood-soaked void blocks. This seems difficult for a lot of people, most likely, because you don't have the Thaumcraft infrastructure. Well, I do. And I'm crafting them right now. It just takes a little bit of time, because I'm only doing it in a single Arcane Alembic, I believe they're called. No, that's not what it's called. Single Thaumatorium. I believe you can world accelerate these. I probably should be doing that. I'm thinking about that. But I mean, if I just wait a bit and multitask, we can get that done. And then I'll be able to upgrade to tier 4. And then I'm going to work in a second altar. That one only has to be... It could be one tier below. It could be a tier 4 altar as well. So I could do a tier 5 and a tier 4. And to get my crafts done that I want to do, let's take a look at it. So the demonic slates... The highest tier slates are the ethereal slates. At least I think they are, unless there's another one above it now. But these are done in tier 5. Then the demonics are done in tier 4. So if I have a tier 4 altar, I can sort of extract in like a leapfrog kind of way, where like one altar is in charge of doing the even slates, so like tier 2, 4, and the other one is in charge of the odd slates, like 1, 3, 5, if that makes any sense. I gotta make this room a lot bigger. I think I'm just gonna knock this wall down, and then I'll bust out the floor, because I need more altars. This is not good. Alright, this is taking way too long, so we're all accelerating this now. I have seen reports that this causes a ton of lag for people. Doesn't seem to be doing it for me, and I'm out of tenebrae, but that's okay. We can get more of that. I need a break from blood magic. So what we're going to be doing is using my first LUV energy hatch I've crafted to upgrade my ally blast furnace. So easy swap out here. And then we're going to bring... I guess they're over here. We're going to bring some LUV cables over. And there we go, LUV ABS. So there's 2 recipes I need from this. One of them is Signalium, the other is Lumium. I couldn't do these before. As we can see, this also needs luminescence dust, which I've never made before. Let's see how we can do that as well. We're getting into the weird, like, Bartwork stuff that... Yeah, this is a fluid solidifier recipe with phosphoric acid and high energy mixture. Sure, we'll just program all that in, it's fine. And yeah, the Signalium... This one's not bad. The Ardite requirement is a little bit random, but it is what it is. Hopefully I have some of that lying around. So we're getting to the point where the fluid solidifier is going to start being more OP than the extruder. I'll probably switch over to that pretty soon, but for now we're stuck with the extruder, so it's fine. But yeah, I need to make bolts for both of these, and these are long recipes that could be very fast in the fluid solidifier. And also I do make these in the alloy blast smelter, so it comes out as a liquid in the first place. So I need to solidify it down, and then if I want to use solidify, I need to melt it back down. It's kind of troll. So eventually we'll switch to that. Infrastructure would be a lot better. 300 seconds for the Signalium. You're crazy with that. Oh, this frustrates me. Okay, now I want ZPM energy hatches because, oh my god, that's way too long. And I can't even upgrade these coils or anything. They just are what they are. That's annoying. I should probably level maintain some of that overnight then, I guess. I don't really know. Actually, I don't even know how much I'm going to be using that. I'll see. If I need to level maintain it, I will. Also, we need to switch away from these level maintainers. There's an open computers version, which is better. And these are getting nerfed next patch anyways, so I want to move away from them before I get too used to using them. Just a little tidbit for you guys in case you're wondering about my abuse of those. Yo, I just realized we can go for some coil upgrades right now. So the Naquata coils are the next tier, and then there's Naquata alloy. I haven't made this one yet. I also haven't done the official Naquata processing. I'm still smelting nuggets. That system looks crazy, by the way. There's some stuff I gotta learn before I can do that. But how do we make Naquata alloy? Carbon, Naquata, Trinium. Okay, this I need to do my meteors before I can do this. I have a source of Trinium, but it's going to come from meteor processing. I also did some more work in the north section over here. So everything's kind of coming together in a way. So I took down these walls, and it's actually quite interesting. So I opened up the floor plan a bit. The universal stuff's going to go back here, and I like this ledge along the side here. This is nice. A little bit of layered verticality is kind of good here. And then opening up this, like, wall really, I think, just helps a lot. Like, I still want the rooms to be separated with, like, you know, these kind of, like, concrete abyssal block structures where I think there's going to be, like, big pillars for the most part. But I think it's looking good. And it kind of comes together with the old parts of the base, too. Like, I could just change the floor, basically, and they'll come together, and it'll be perfect in the end. This is also quite temporary. I don't know if I like this floor for permanently. I mean, it's like okay, I guess. The ceiling is going to have windows and stuff and look pretty cool, though. But that's just going to be a little bit, because it's going to take me a minute to make a little design and then copy-paste it a million times over, as you know. So the final task for today is a strange one. I'm gathering ice right now. I did, if you recall, I mentioned that Icy Enderman in a couple episodes ago. I did get one of those guys, but the rate at which they create ice is so slow right now. So I'm just gonna go get a whole bunch of this because the one thing I need to create right now is Crystallos, which requires hardened ice, which needs packed ice, which needs regular ice. There's probably places I could find that just laying around. I don't know where though, so we're just gonna get a whole bunch of ice and we're gonna make it because I don't know the alternative. There probably is a better way to acquire ice as well, but I'm also not aware of that. Have to research that, because I'll probably want some ice for my bees. Oh, this isn't good. So, something has to change with this recipe. I guess I could use the renamer trick to get 3 sets of crushed ice, because this needs to be split. There we go, easy resolution there. So now they should no longer stack when I put them in the alchemistry set. And the purpose of all this work has been for the Sigil of Sight. So this sigil is going to be instantly crafted into 2 ritual diviners. One of these is going to be upgraded later on so I can place dusk runes, but there's dawn and dusk runes, both of which are used for placing rituals. And you can place them manually, but that just really sucks, so we're not going to do that. And, let me verify I have enough aspects to do this before I actually blow up my infusion altar with warp. I did need more cognos. That was a good check to always double check that you have everything you need to do these crafts before you go too crazy. Yeah, it goes very quickly. And there we go, we're all done already. So that's why you invest heavily in fusion. So instead of your brain exploding trying to gather all the materials, you just do it instantly. So can I upgrade this right now, actually? No, I need tier 4 altar, which I think I'm very close to doing. Let's see if we can get tier 4 altar and then cap it off. Guys, I was accidentally muted when I recorded this, so this is post-commentary aspect. Basically what we're doing here is we're creating a bound sword. This guy is going to let me get weak shards of blood from enemies. And to do this, we just need to make the ritual, which is pretty easy to do, as you can see. Really all you got to do is make your ritual diviner go to the correct setting, which is the ritual of binding. Throw your sword down, and then click your weak activation crystal on there, and it's basically done. And then make sure your magnet is off as well. That's pretty helpful. And there you go. Bound sword is complete. I nearly died for just 3 weak blood shards because I went to the Twilight Forest for it, but now we can create our large bloodstone bricks because they only require 1 shard each. So thankfully we have enough of that. I thought I can get these out of the EEC, but it's a little bit strange. It says they need to have a weakness potion, 2 or higher effect applied. I don't know how to do that in an EEC. It's strange. So maybe there's a way to do that I don't know about. I would guess that putting the sword in here as the sword that you're using would give you the drop, but it did not. But, you try things and they don't work sometimes. It's okay. Okay, now we're ready to upgrade. So we'll do this altar because it's our main altar at the moment. I think that makes the most sense. And we can build out from here. We'll upgrade everything. And that'll do it for today. Lots of progress in Magic, a little bit in tech, but we're getting closer and closer to some really cool stuff happening. Next time, we'll hopefully get more upgraded in Blood Magic, and then we'll get even an absolutely massive upgrade for my factory, that being the Precise Assembler, because that should all be finished very soon. As soon as Autocraft is done, I'm going to go put it together and start the next episode, because I'm hyped for that thing. And we're also going to run that universally, so we're going to be making multiple of them and stacking them like this setup right here, so you don't need to do a million input buses. You can just swap the circuits around. And that's going to need to be elaborate, because there's like every circuit is relevant. And then there's also the weird circuits, which are like the green and red ones. Sometimes they're relevant too, so why not do them, But yeah, that's going to be interesting to figure out. I'd like to see if somebody else is set up for that, so I'll look around, research a little bit before I go off and do it, but I feel like that's going to be such like a blowing out of the water of everything else in progression I've done lately. Like, yeah, assembly line is nice, all this is nice, but having like assemblers that are really fast and have parallels and efficient, that's going to be like a game changer for me, I think. So look forward to that next time. But until then, guys, thank you all for watching. I will see you then, and you have a good day.